be the hostess today. As I said to the others who I already know, I am from Araruama. It's in Rio de Janeiro. I'm a civil engineer. I have been here on Talk and Talk for 2 years, so it's been a long time. And I love this moment. I hope you enjoy as well. And today we're going to talk about empty nest syndrome. So I will put here the questions. Just a second. Claudia is coming. Okay. Here are the questions. And I think I will not split us into small rooms. I think 6 is okay. And I don't know, Elida, could you introduce yourself starting?
Of course. Good evening, guys. My name is Elida. I am 22 years old. I live in a small city in Ceará. I work at a hospital and I study biomedicine. I have one dog and he's my love. And I really like pets. I really like, my favorite things to do is walk with him and take him to every place. I love going to the beach, reading books. Kindle is my best friend. So I love to listen podcasts too. And that's it. And I love to sleep. Sleep is one of my favorite things to do in life.
Good. I love going to the beach, but I don't have the habit of reading. Jefferson, it's the opposite, I know, because the books. So Jefferson, could you introduce yourself?
Okay, of course. Good evening, guys. I'm Jefferson. I'm living in Goiânia, Goiás. I'm economist, professor of Catholic University of Goiás. It's a pleasure to be here with you. I have 3 dogs, 2 birds, so many plants, and so many things to do. And I love to play cards, to walk, and play soccer. I love soccer to play. Not to watch, but to play.
Which is your team? Do you have one? To
My
watch?
team?
Yes.
It's Botafogo.
Yeah.
Fogão
Okay.
from Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, it's not a good team. What can I do? It's not
Yeah.
Palmeiras. But...
Botafogo is like, okay.
Okay.
Claudia, hello, good evening. Long time no see you.
Hello, good evening, guys. I live in Belo Horizonte, estado de Minas Gerais. I love languages. I love practice English. It is a pleasure to stay here with you all. I like a lot to have a good conversation. And I started studying Spanish too. I start now on TNT, meeting charlas in Espanhol. And I love pets, books, traveling. That's it.
Really good. I saw some, I think Jefferson is just a second. Jefferson is having lessons of Spanish, right? I saw in the YouTube, very good. And to complete, Fernando, please.
Sure. I live in Brasilia. I am 33. I love pets as well, especially dogs. I don't have any pet, but I do love them, pets and cats as well. But I am allergic to cats, unfortunately. I also really like studying, mainly English. I'm passionate about studying English, but I like to study many things. If I get interested in some subject, I like to go deeper in that thing, and I get happiness from it.
Very good.
So yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Fernando, for sharing. And Barbara is back. Barbara, do you like pets as everybody or not?
Yes, I like pets, but I don't have because I'm allergic. My daughter is allergic too. Allergic, sorry.
No problem. And where are you from? Could you introduce yourself a little bit?
I'm Barbara. I'm 35 years old. I'm living in Rio de Janeiro. I'm a nurse, but I work in IT professional. I'm work with electronic medical records at the big company with many hospitals. I live in Rio de Janeiro. I'm married, and when I have time, I'm go to the gym. I like study things about nursing and IT and healthcare. That's it.
Really good. Nice to meet you, Barbara. Very
Nice to
interesting.
meet you.
Your job. Okay, so I will send the questions again because maybe Barbara don't have. And let's start. Have you ever heard about empathiness syndrome? If not, according to the short movie show, what is it for you? Who wants to start to say a little bit about this? Did you get what is empathiness syndrome or not? I can explain.
Yes, I get. I never have been talk about empathiness syndrome, but I think it's something related, not good things for our life. For example, a feeling of loss or grief, worries, anxiety, depression, something like this, as we saw by the short movie, maybe something related with this. Really, it's empathy, no? You have a lot of empathies in your life.
You feel lonely because the nest is empathy. It's like a metaphor, but it's exactly what you said. Fernando, open the microphone as well.
Yeah, I understood that is like it's a metaphor, as you said, from the mother bird when she gets sad because their children went away and they leave an empty nest. So it's more or less what happens with human beings too. When you go away, you need to leave your parents' house, and your parents get sad. Sometimes they get depression, and it's more or less like this, I guess.
Yes, I agree. And for you, Valida, do you think the same?
I understand the same as Fernando. I think it's like when we leave our parents' house, and I think it's normally at the first moment they feel sad and feel lonely because they are used to having you in home, living with you for many years, and now it's a new reality, they for you and for them. So I think sometimes it can be easier for some parents, but for others not, especially if they have one children. you know, for example, with me, I live with my mom, and I don't have sisters and brothers. So sometimes I feel that she's a little obsessed with me, you know, about my practice. And sometimes when I want to sleep in another house, my boyfriend's house, for example, she feels very sad and she doesn't want that I leave home, you know. So I think, oh my God, and when I leave her house, you know, like definitely. Anyway, I think you understand me. So that's it, I think.
Yes. Yes, I understand you. I am only child, like I don't have brothers and sisters, and I live with my mother, and sometimes I feel the same. She's not sad, but she feels empathiness under me when I sleep in a friend's house, or I travel and I'm not at home for more than 1 week. So I think she feels it. How about you, Claudia? What do you think?
I think this syndrome, it is hard to accept the someone is go out. I think the person need work the feelings to accept it, but I think it's a little difficult, too hard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a process, right? I think with time, understanding the situation, the person just accepts and live with this. But let's go to number 2. I don't know. I don't remember if Jefferson or Claudia has a daughter or a son, but have you ever felt this? And it can be with other relatives, not just with a son and daughter, but with other members, like a brother who married and don't live with you anymore, or a brother or sister who travel to another country, things like this. So have you ever felt this, Jefferson?
You're kidding me. You're kidding because I feel this really. I have 2 daughters living in Canada, in Toronto, for 5 years, and sometimes I used to go there, but it's not the same situation. It's very different because I live it most of the time with my daughters here in a big house, so many things to do with friends, and talking every day, and kiss and hug, and a lot of travels. So I think it's not so easy. It's not so easy. You feel how really empathy. Unfortunately, we talk almost every 2 or 3 days by WhatsApp, but it's not the same thing. It's very different when we have some relative far away from you. It's so difficult. And I had the same situation when I studied in Brasilia. When I did my PhD in Brasilia, I spent 3 years in Brasilia. And my friends, my relatives, all of them in Goiânia, it's not so easy to feel apart from your relative.
And how can handle this? Like technology helps, or I don't know, in general, how
Today helps a lot. In the past, we used Skype, and now WhatsApp. But I have no problem with communicate with my relative, with my family.
Got it. Thanks for sharing, Jefferson. Fernando, how about you? Have you ever felt?
I have a son, a 14 years old boy, but he's a teenager, so he's not in the time yet. But I do feel that the things have been getting different, because he's getting more independent, and I feel that this time is coming. And about my mother, she felt this empty nest syndrome, and I think she still feels it, because I don't live with her. It's been like 13 years, and she still miss me. I know that she's tells me that a lot, and I miss her too. But I think it's different the way that the parents miss us, because we are forever their babies. Yeah.
Right. Yes, it's the hard part to grow up and to develop our lives and live our life. And for you, Claudia?
Well, my daughter is young and live with me, but I think when she get married or go out to maybe study in other city or country, I think I I will feel like that, the syndrome. I think because we are stay get together all the time. She is my best friend. Oh my God. I can't think about it. But my mother feel the syndrome, suffering with the syndrome when my brother got married and go out the home. My mom suffered a lot about the syndrome. I think many mothers, fathers feel like that, this syndrome, because daughters, sons is so next to the parents.
Yes, I have brought this topic because I feel this with my mother, and it's interesting to listen others' opinion, like who is already a mother or father, or like Elida, who feels the same of me. We are own child, so discuss this, we can understand the other side of the situation and try to handle better this. So thank you all for sharing your point of views and your life. Elden, for you, do you feel how is it?
I talked a little about this on the first question, but I don't know. I think I feel some like the opposite. I don't have kids, but when I moved, because I have lived in Fortaleza for 18 years, and and in 2018 I decided to move to this small city, and I don't live with my dad anymore because he lives in Fortaleza because of his work. But he's still married with my mom, but he spends the most part of the time away from us, and I miss him so much, and I think that he feels the same, like when I left his house. And now my mom is living with me here in this new city. But sometimes it's really hard because I just want that he move too, because it will be so easier, but unfortunately he can't. And I don't know, I think that's it. My mom, as I said before, I think my mom will suffer a lot because the thing that only child is really hard to her. And but I don't know, I will not anticipate the suffering. So I'm just living the present, and I don't have plans for left her house now. I have the intention to stay here for 2 or 3 years, maybe more 2 or 3 years.
Yes, I get it. Yeah, for me, as I said, I think she feels this, but I'm trying to preparing her, like traveling and staying a little bit more outside at my house. But I know that when I back, she feels, oh my God, she's now here and better. But it's part of life, as Jefferson put here. But kids are created to the world, and it's difficult, but it's part of life. And I will go to number 5. Is there some emotional damage when relatives don't support the person's decision? How bad is it? Jefferson.
Again, let's go. I think it's not my case, but I see a lot of friends with anxiety and fear about the feel of left when feel the void left by something that's is not here. Living with him, I think this is the damage. I think the principal damage, the anxiety. And the other, I think, is, as I said, sometimes you can feel depression. I think it's maybe a hard or a mild depression. I really don't know, maybe. Sometimes in the case of my sister, sometimes I saw she crying, sometimes difficult to sleep, sometimes lack of motion to do a lot of things because of your kids. But not, I think it's okay, but she felt very uncomfortable about this situation. It's not easy. But I used to say, like Cláudia, like in Belo Horizonte used to say, difficult adjusting to acquire. The guys from Minas Gerais or Mineirinho used to say this. In your life, everything you adjust to acquire a situation. That's why I love the guys from Minas Gerais.
And you, Cláudia?
Mineirinha, isso aí. Emocional, estamos de... Sim. I think the first time it's so hard, né, to accept the situation, but I think it can be during much time. I think the person needs working this feeling and accept. And nowadays you can use the technology to diminuir a distância de each other. I think it's now is you can use the technology to approximate the person, the people. And it's necessary to accept and support the person, the daughters, sons, other parents, other relatives, because we need live our lives and separate our life, the life of the relatives. I think it's like that. You need to accept.
Right. Yes, I agree with you. It's difficult to separate this. Oh, this it's my life. I can go until this part, and then the decision is of my relatives. So it's hard, but we need to accept, as you said. Fernando, do you agree? What do you think?
Yeah, I think that this syndrome is something natural. All parents will feel a little bit, but we have to be careful to not cross the line, because it's something normal, but if you get if you, how can I say, if you put a lot of thoughts on that, it might become something selfish. And this is bad. This is very bad for everyone, because you as a parent will suffer more. The guy or the girl will suffer as well with this growing apart. So it's bad for everyone. So I think we have to be careful. But it's normal. It's normal. You just cannot cross that line.
Yes. Yes, I totally agree. And I brought this question if it's related with selfishness, or it's something natural. So you said this in your answer, and I think it's exactly what you said. We cannot cross the line and understand until where we can go, and not create something harmful or emotional damage on the others, just because you are you miss the person. Okay, you miss the person, but if we create this and put so much energy, the other person will feel this and maybe will quit, or will not follow her or his dreams, because you will miss the person. So it's exactly what you said. We cannot cross this line, the decisions of the others and our feelings. Elida, do you agree? What do you think?
Yes, I agree. I think there is some emotional damage, because, as Fernando said, it's bad for the both parts. I think when we do something and we don't have the support, we feel a little guilty, about the situation. And sometimes we miss the connection with our relatives, with our parents, and this is bad, because it's natural having a distance, but it could be easier, and when we, of course, our parents are, and our relatives, they are not they haven't the obligation to accept everything, because it's our lives and we do what we think that's best for us. But when we have problems in communication, in this, I don't know how to explain, but it's bad. We have to be very intelligent emotionally to deal with this, because sometimes when I do something that my mom does not agree, I feel some guilty, even knowing that it's my life, it's my decisions. I am not here, I'm not in the world to do everything that she wants, because we think differently in a lot of ways. So, but sometimes it's hard, especially when we live with them. It's really hard. It's crossing the line sometimes. It's hard to define the line, the limit.
Maybe it's a only child thing too, because I am also a only child and I can relate to everything that you said. I feel that too.
Yes, I agree 100%. I think it's very, very difficult when you are in this situation, this feeling of guilty. So you're doing what you want and you understand and you're 100% okay. I'm doing something very good for me, but you feel this feeling you're doing something wrong because your parents don't accept what you are doing, even though it's okay, don't have any no problem in what you are doing. So it's a difficult thing to handle. But as you said, I really agree about communication and try to talk about this, try to divide this feeling. It's the first step to tomorrow you go out, or tomorrow you follow your life. So it's what I think. Jefferson, Claudia, do you think it's there are a relation with selfishness, or it's something natural? How is it for you?
Ladies first. Claudia from Belo Horizonte, please.
Belo Horizonte?
Belo Horizonte, Belo Horizonte.
I'm not say, I'm not talk Belo Horizonte, mas a gente junta mesmo. Aqui
It's like Rio de Janeiro. We said Rio de Janeiro.
Selfishness.
Do you think this syndrome, there are a relation with selfishness, or it's
syndrome with self? I think about the syndrome is natural, né? It's natural to feel bad when it is happening, but I think it is no selfishness, né? No about it. If you understand it is normal. In the first time you suffering a little, okay, but see if the person no accept it, will be like a sickness. I think it can be a selfishness, and the person need help. Sometimes get a help group or psychologist to help you. You need stay well with your mind. I think it's like that.
Yeah, first step. And you, Jefferson?
I think there is no relation in my case with my family, because we supported our daughter for the whole time when they lived here with us. No matter, I have no sentiment about selfishness, something like this kind of syndrome. It's not our case, because we support a lot, and most of the time we believe, as I put here, I think the kids are created to the world, not for you. I learned this a lot the first time I have been in Germany. I talked with students there, the guys with 14, 16 years old, and all of them not live with your fathers and mothers. I remember this, and I learned a lot about this. So you need to learn how to handle with this, establish new routines, new hobbies, stay connected, as you said, with communication, and prioritize self-care about you, exercise, and new activities, new friends, so many things to do. So you must to think about you, because if you can't think about you, you can have something not good health.
Yes, exactly. And I see some cases near me who, when the daughter or the son left home, the parents discover a new one part of them. So start a new activity or change the health life. So it's like a boom, but it's something good in some cases when you discover yourself, but without that person every day with you. So if you see to the bright side, to the good side of things, you can like do a lot of things because it's just you, or maybe you have a partner, but it's just you, and you can do different things. You start a new cycle of your life. So seeing this way, it's better, and we have like good cases about this. And as Jefferson said, a little bit about this. In general, what do you think we can support people, or how can we handle the situation? Fernando, how can support people, or how can we handle when we feel this? You're muted.
Oh, sorry.
No
I
problem.
think just by understanding that this is a normal thing, a normal process, you raise a child, and then the child will grow up and will take their own decisions, own directions. Is a normal thing. Just putting this on mind, having this on mind, it will help a lot. And you have to encourage the person to find their way and doing their things. I think it's a natural process.
Got it. Elida, and you?
I agree with Fernando. I think we can help listening the person, understanding her feelings, and giving like some time, our time for them, to help to discover new hobbies and new to face this new reality, because it's natural, but it's hard at the same time. But I don't know, I think we can support like helping, giving, doing activities and helping to discover new things. I think that's it.
Good. Yeah, listen, understand the other side as you are doing here. Try to talk about this. I think it's something good to start. Jefferson. Oh, Jefferson, you do want to share more about this?
You told the right thing. Empathy. Yeah.
Empathy.
Yeah.
Claudius?
I agree with you all. I think we can help people having an empathy, like Gerson says, and being a good listener. I think it's the best. If you can listen the people and talk about, like, I understand you, but you need do something different. Help the people, like you said, discover other things to do, like maybe traveling or go out, like that.
Yes, I totally agree with you all.
Do exercise, it is good too. It's better.
Yes, have something in mind, don't, because, okay, you feel empathy net syndrome, but if you feel like your brain is empathy, you will not live, né? And so you can develop oh my God, I forgot, a depression, some I forgot. But no problem. So you can develop bad things in your mind and your life, and you're put this bad feeling in the other person as well. So I think you gave us a lot of interesting and good tips. And we are ending the time, but as I said about the video, about the short movie, this short movie won the Oscar as a best animated short movie. Why do you think it happened? Like, yes, in general, why do you think it was so accepted for society, by society, and people like it too much that won an Oscar? Fernando?
I think that is a very simple movie animation and we can relate to that. Everyone relate to that. It's a situation that everyone can relate. Disney do this very, very well, and Pixar as well. They can manage this normal things that everyone can relate, and in a very good way. And yeah, I think it's because of that. It's a natural thing that everyone can relate to.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And for you, Jefferson?
That's, for me, it's very interesting because the short movie show us you to seek support from your family. I think this is the main thing, your family. And sometimes you can seek support from friends, but the movie talks about your families. It's very interesting. The two guys talking about so many things about your life. How, for example, how to stay socially active and to communicate and to talk about simple things about life and how to solve a lot of problems together.
Yes. Together we can handle the things better. Claudia, and for you?
Movies.
Why do you think that movie was a Oscar? The Oscar.
Why do you think it's happened? Well, I think it's happened. It's happened because I think it's like a empathy because I think all people in some time go feeling like that. One more, one less, but I think in our life will be a moment you do the same like this film. I think it's like the empathy with the film. It's simple, but show the reality. I think it's like that.
I totally agree. Thank you, Claudia. And Merida, please.
I think it happened because the most part of people identify, with this feeling, because I don't know, I think as Fernando said, it's a natural process, and I think everyone or almost everyone will feel the same at some part of their life. So it's something that is really close for us, It's a simple animation, but we got the message very well. So that's it.
Okay. Thank you all for sharing. I think it's an emotional topic. I'm sorry if I put you all to think a lot about this in this time at night, but it's something that it's important to talk, to understand the sides, and to have this in mind, because everybody will feel this in some way in some time of life. So I hope you have enjoyed this time together and talking about it. I will send the feedback as always, so you can give there some suggestion for other topics or a suggestion for me for my improvement. And thank you a lot for being here. We just have 3 minutes, so I will open here if you want to say something, but if not, we